Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing a more makeup related video for you today, which I feel like I haven't done in a while, so I'm going to be doing that today. I just want to mention as well, in my last video I keep getting questions about these bruises on my arm. They're just bruises, it's nothing to be concerned about, everyone gets bruises. I was stupid enough to fall downstairs and whack my arm on the banister. But yeah, it's nothing, they're just bruises, nothing for everyone to be like, oh, I can't stop staring at your arm. They're just bruises, that's all. So as you can see, I've still got them a little bit, but I'm fine, they don't hurt. So yes, just thought I'd put that in there because I had so many questions in the last video. But anyway, the video is going to be my favourite foundations, and this is going to be a mix of high street and... High street and high-end, so drugstore if you're American. So yeah, a mix of the two. A mix of the two. For some reason I always lose lids on foundation and I've no idea why. So if some of my foundations have no lids on, then that's why, because I just always lose them. So the first one I'm going to pick up is this Maybelline one. And this is from their Fit Me range. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the colour 210. I'm going to have to go close my door because it's banging and doing my... So yeah, as I was saying, I've got the shade 210. And they have a range of colour of skin, I'd say. Like, I think it's the 1 and then whatever numbers after it. So, for example, 110 is for pale skin. 210 is for medium skin. And then the 310 is for dark skin. And I chose the medium one just because I am pale, but I more or less wear fake tan every day. And when I've got fake tan on, obviously I'm not very pale. So I went for the medium one. It's a really nice coverage. The only thing I don't like about it is that it goes really shiny throughout the day. But apart from that, I really like it and it's a really good foundation. And it was, I think it was about £8.99, so £9, and it's easy enough to just pick up from Boots or Superdrug. And they also sell Maybelline in some supermarkets too, so it's handy. I wasn't going to say that word then, as you can probably tell. It's handy to pick it up from there. So yes, that's the Maybelline Fit Me one, but also they have like a full range. They have the powder and the concealer as well, which are both meant to be really, really good, but I haven't tried either of them as of yet. But yeah, if I ever need a different concealer or powder, I'm definitely going to try the Fit Me one. So yes, that one. This next one I've had quite a while, as you can probably tell. This is the Maybelline Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hours. And I used to get this one all of the time. I can't quite remember the price on it. I think it's around £7. But I always get Rimmel things when everything is on offer for £5 in Asda. So I just usually do that. But this one is in the palest colour, which is 103 True Ivory. And I just think for a high street foundation, it's got the best coverage. This is probably, I think this one would be my favourite from the high street because it's got a really thick coverage, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but I prefer like a really thick coverage just because I'm not the biggest fan of my skin and I prefer like a more flawless looking finish. Again, the only thing I don't like is that it is shiny throughout the day, but it doesn't go patchy. Like, that's a thing I hate with foundations, when they go patchy throughout the day. But this one, it doesn't really do that. And yeah, like I said, it's just a really nice coverage. So that's probably my favourite one from the whole high street that I've tried so far. This next one I've got a few samples of, but they're quite big samples even though it looks tiny. But it is the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation from Benefit. And I've got a few of these, so that's really good because they're like £25 a bottle, which I think is like extreme expensive for a foundation. Like, I just wouldn't pay that for a foundation, but I think it is really, really good foundation. I really do like it. It's not very thick coverage. I say I've got it on today, but I've got what's it called? is it MAC Thick? I don't know, some MAC powder over the top, so it gives them more, oh, what is the word? A more thicker coverage. So yeah, it's not a thick coverage, it's a nice light one, which does feel really nice on your skin. But yeah, the only thing I'd say about this is just the price that I don't like about it. Everything else is really good. It's nice for if, I don't know, say you just want a more natural look. It's hot outside and you just want a nice natural look. So I definitely recommend that one if you don't mind spending a little bit more on foundations and you prefer your skin not to look as heavy. I definitely recommend the Benefit. My next one is going to be another high street one, and it is the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation, and I think a lot of people really like this foundation. I've got it in 201 Classic Beige, which I think is a medium colour. I'm not sure, I can't remember, and I actually have a lid for this foundation. It's got a nice glow in it, which I do really like, but with this one I always seem to go patchy here at the end of the day. Like, I'll just have no foundation left at the top of my head and I have no idea why, but it's always with this one. Apart from that, it is a really nice coverage, but it is quite expensive. I think it's about a tenner, which I think is quite expensive for a high street foundation, but I do really like it. And yes, I think a lot of bloggers like this one as well because of the glow that's in it, and a lot of bloggers like the glowy skin look. I prefer mine to look more matte just because I feel like I look really shiny and oily if I have it glowy, but that's just personal preference, I suppose. Now, I've saved my favourite till last, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which I think is no surprise to a lot of people. Like, MAC's probably, I don't know, the most popular foundation and probably the best in my opinion. It's just got the best coverage and it makes your skin look flawless, which I really like. Like, if you've got a bad skin day and you've got a lot of spots, it just does the best job of covering them up and making you feel so much better about yourself. And this one, it just stays in place all day. There's not a single patch on my face at the end of the day where I think, why is my skin going patchy? Like, there's none of that with this MAC one. It's just amazing. And it doesn't go shiny either, which is always a bonus for me because I just hate it when my skin looks shiny. The only thing is the price. It is £21, I think, or is it £20.50, something like that, which I do think is ridiculous for a foundation, but yeah, I do love it. And I try to only use this, like, I don't know, I'll always take this one to my boyfriend's house because I know it will stay on all day, or if I'm going out somewhere and I want my skin to look nice, I'll use it then, just because it's expensive and I don't want to waste it like if I'm just sitting in the house all day. So I'll just use a high street one, which sounds really, really sad, but that's just my way of looking at things. Saving money. So yeah, my all-time favourite foundation is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. And yes, if anyone wants to know what colour I am in MAC, I am NC25, because yeah, sometimes you do get questions about that. But anyway, that is the end of my video. It's just a very quick video on my favourite foundations, the ones I use, because I do get quite a lot of questions on what foundation I use, and it varies. Like, I never wear the same foundation every day, and none of them ones seem to make me spotty, like break me out and put me in spots. Like, I used to use the MUA one, which was £3. I was like, this foundation is so good. Like, it is a really, really good foundation if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, but it did make my skin break out in spots, which I was really upset about, because I was like, I found a really good foundation for £3, but it just doesn't agree with my skin. So yeah, that's just another one to add in there. But yeah, just a quick video because, like I said, get a lot of questions about my foundation. So if you've got any questions, leave them below. I'll try my best to get back to you and answer them. And I will leave my blog, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter all down below if you want to follow any of them. And I'll see you all in my next video, everyone. Bye!